In Topic 8, I'd like to show you how you can use Microsoft Excel or a similar spreadsheet system to produce graphs. This is in reality what we tend to do. We'll start with the very simple workplace maths and their favourite fruit, and I'll work you through the instructions on page 82. Now first up, I'm going to generate an Excel graph. So starting with Excel and the blank workbook. Now, in my case, this is a little bit smaller than I'd like, so I'll just move them across so I see all my screen. And then I'm going to start listing in my first group there, first column I should say, fruit and students. So just finishing the entry, the fruit column, the students column, and I've simply just typed in the number as I've gone. Now it all looks pretty much in order there. You might choose to maybe bold the headers, as I've done here. I'll just make it just a tad bigger in a moment. Now, what remains for me now, I'm going to insert a graph. I'll just highlight the features and I'll go insert, and that will give me a range of graphs. Now I'm going to choose a column graph. Now I've got a range of particular column graphs I could use there. I'll just choose the first one that comes to mind, and lo and behold, my column graph appears. Now if I want to make that neater, I might put students, favourite fruit. And I could get in there and I could change my columns and colours, etc. I'll leave that for you to explore. If I had a report and I wanted to actually keep that information and portray it, put it in my report, I could start up a Word document. Look, there's one little thing niggling this about. To me, I don't probably need to have the 9 there. So what I might do, I might actually just adjust it. I've clicked into that column and I'll make that 8 so it looks a little neater for me. And you can see there it resizes. I'll just show you how I can copy that. So I'm going Control C and I'm just going to fire up a new Word document. I'll take a moment. I want a blank document. Then I could write a bit about fruit or students. Favourite fruit. I could construct that column, or I could just Control V, stick the graph in, has a bit of a think, but a very nice, easy way of generating a graph. Now, of course, I can modify my graph a little bit. I've chosen the column graph formation. Just going to change, oh, there's my colours. I'm just going to change my graph in a moment. So if I go back to highlighting the columns and inserting, I could produce a pie chart. That looks pretty neat. Be really neat if I could actually adjust the colours to make them look like it. And I could construct a range of graphs there. Just do that again. So what I might do, go back to insert, and I've got a few different types of graph formation. I'll choose the bar chart there. That could be quite a useful one to look at. You might like to play around with that and test it out for yourself. Of course, as with any good student's work, we file, save as, and save it to somewhere where you can remember where it is. Very neat tool, Excel, to produce some pretty neat graphs.